The CEO's mother disguised herself as a poor woman to find a new wife for her son. She didn't expect that a cleaner would mistake her for someone applying for a cleaning job at the company. So the cleaner told the old lady that if she needed anything, she should look for the woman. She greatly respected people who worked in lower-level jobs. She immediately called the woman over. When the woman saw that the old lady came to apply for a job, she quickly arranged a seat for her to rest. Then she prepared to help her ask about it. But the old lady grabbed her. Then she asked the woman if she had a boyfriend. The woman shook her head to indicate she didn't. So the old lady quickly introduced her son to the woman. He was very handsome and had a good temper. He just wasn't very quick-witted. Then she asked the woman if she was interested. But the woman actually said that this man was her CEO. The old lady quickly asked the woman if she didn't like the CEO. The woman said the CEO was foolish but rich. The old lady worried that the woman didn't think highly of her son, so she didn't dare to tell her that the CEO was her son. She then made the excuse that she was thirsty and asked the woman to pour her a glass of water. The woman gladly went to get water for her. At that moment the CEO walked over. The old lady immediately scolded the CEO. She told him to change his current fiancée. At that moment the assistant came to inform the CEO that the meeting was about to begin and everyone was waiting for him. And the woman came over with the water. It turned out the woman was the same person the CEO had met by chance 5 years earlier. That night the CEO received a call and had to rush abroad for a business trip. To take responsibility for the woman, he ordered the butler to bring her back to the villa. But the woman's cousin, who shared the same surname, found out. So she lied and claimed that she was the one who had met the CEO that night. When the CEO returned from his trip, he heard from the butler that the woman was a gold digger. So for 5 years he never went back to the villa. The CEO mistakenly believed that the woman living in the villa was the one standing in front of him. So he asked his mother not to make things difficult for her. On the other hand, after that night, the woman actually gave birth to twins. And the woman didn't know that the CEO was the man from that night. At that moment the woman went up and asked the old lady if she knew their CEO. The old lady said she didn't. She said she only talked about him because he was handsome. It turned out that the old lady had accidentally fallen on the road. It was the woman's 2 children who helped her up. The old lady noticed that the little boy looked exactly like her son when he was a child. So she plucked some hair from the boy. She told the butler to get a paternity test. Sure enough, the 2 children were the CEO's biological kids. So the old lady invited the woman to a family banquet at her house. She planned to drive out the scheming woman living in the villa. She wanted to give the children a new mother. She then brought the grandson and granddaughter to the house as well. When the woman arrived at the villa, she accidentally bumped into a servant. She quickly helped the servant up politely. The old lady was very pleased with her behavior, so she told the children she would give them a new mother. But the 2 children firmly refused, until the scheming woman held the woman hostage. The old lady asked the children if they still wanted such a vicious mother. The 2 kids said that the woman was their real mother. At that moment the old lady and the CEO realized the woman living in the villa was never her. Then the CEO rescued the woman. The woman finally understood that the CEO was the man from that night.